Yo, I love how Shaq just conceded that in the end. But, barbershop talk, Warriors, Lakers. Now, if we look at their championship team, 2016-17. Their record was better in 2016-2017. So, obviously, if you're Draymond, you would have to pick a team with Kevin Durant. Because I'll be honest with you, a team without him, I don't think they beat the Lakers. Off of jump shooting alone from those guys. Because what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up putting Kobe on Steph. That's what they would have done, right? If we look at what's the best Laker. Let's look at all of their, let's see, Laker stats. 2000. They won the championship in 2000, won 56-26, 58-24, 50-32. Oh, 99, 2000, 67-15. Who was on this 99, 2000 team when... But see, like, the problem with the Lakers, if you go with an earlier team like the 2000s team, Kobe isn't as good. If you go with the second or the third year, you get a little bit of a better Kobe Bryant, but you get a fatter Shaq. You get a fatter Shaq and a more out of shape Shaq. Because Draymond is right when he says that, because they're talking strategies now. Shaq was not coming out to guard pick and rolls. He wasn't coming out to step out on picks. So what Draymond is saying is whoever that defender is, if Draymond is on Shaq, because they might have just done that. They might have tried to go small. I'm sure the Warriors would have tried it. They would have tried Draymond at the 5 and go small. So now when Shaq is playing the pick and a drop coverage and he's low, Draymond, like he said, he would just pick whoever's guarding. They would do one of those. Steph would throw it to Draymond, and Draymond would just do a handoff and immediately pick the guy. Or Draymond will pass it to him and immediately pick him, knowing Shaq's not going to step up. Because if Shaq steps up, then they can get around him. Now it's scramble. Right? The reason I say you need to have Kevin Durant is because Kevin Durant is your equalizer. I get that Steph and Clay are the best shooters ever, but I always say it. Relying on the three-point shot can get you in trouble. And sometimes they can do that. They've always... The difference with them is they've always done a great job of utilizing the other parts of the floor. And I don't think they've gotten credit for that. They've always had mid-range presence. They've always had mid-range type of players. Steph has always attacked the rim relatively, right? Compared to what people think. Iguodala. Yeah, they have guys that attack the paint, but Kevin Durant is really the difference, right? Because Shaq's right. He's gonna draw fouls. He's gonna draw double teams, right? And would the Lakers have... How would the Lakers have adjusted, right? It's trying to figure out how to get the ball on the weak side. So now you're going to allow Kobe Bryant, one of the, to me, in my opinion, a top 3, top 2 player ever, to go one-on-one on the weak side. I don't think you win that way either if you're the Warriors. That's why the equalizer is adding Kevin Durant to the fold. I think the Lakers can manage, and it'll be close. I think the Lakers can manage. I can't believe that Draymond, he later said that they would win in 5, maybe 6 games. Like, come on. Come on. You guys have never had to deal with a dominant big like that. Imagine the Warriors against a Nikola Jokic. The Warriors against a Joel Embiid. I'm not saying that those guys would beat the Warriors, but we've just never seen it in an NBA final setting, where now we're game planning each game against you, adjusting each game against you, knowing that your weakness is you don't have a big man. Now we're gonna, instead of him getting 30 to 40 touches, we're gonna up that. Now we're gonna run everything through Joel Embiid and Jokic. Those are the differences that you won't be able to find in regular season stats all the time. What happens if Bogut gets a quick 2 fouls? What happens if Draymond gets a quick 1 or 2 fouls? Completely shifts the game, right? Steph isn't really going to draw fouls on Kobe like that. Clay isn't going to draw fouls on Kobe like that. Granted, Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, they don't shoot a bunch of 3-pointers. But what happens if they make 1 or 2? And now all of a sudden Golden State has to tighten up a little bit. See, that's the thing. They don't have to make a whole bunch of threes, but it's still basketball. They can't just leave those guys. Right? You're dealing with 2 of the greatest players ever, with Kobe and Shaq. I think that with Kevin Durant, they can edge out the Los Angeles Lakers. Without Kevin Durant, I don't think the Warriors beat the Lakers. Because like I said, if you're going to leave someone on an island and let them play one-on-one with Kobe, hit shots on the weak side, get to the basket, and then when he's driving, he can now make dump-off plays to Shaq. I don't know how that works for the Warriors. He would dominate that series if that's how Draymond wants to play it, and he's not mentioning that part of it. You would have to play one-on-one basketball on an island on the weak side with no help against Kobe Bean Bryant. So, hey, man, like I said, he's supposed to go for his team, obviously, and the Warriors are one of the best teams ever. But yeah, you would need Kevin Durant first and foremost, and even then, it would be tight. And I say that because that's just a lot of points to have to make up for the Lakers. You have 2 guys that are good for 20 plus and almost 30 points in Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. You have Klay Thompson who can get 20 plus, 18 to 20 easy. Right? And for the Lakers, you just where are those points going to come from? Right? And they also talk about rules and whatnot, which is a whole nother thing. But either way, I think it's a super tight series. I do think that the Lakers probably win that, because man, Kevin Durant. Because then if you have Kevin Durant becomes your weak side defender, and you'd basically just put him on Kobe. And not to say that Kobe still wouldn't go off, but it would be tough shots that he would have to take over 7-foot tall Kevin Durant. And that's not Oklahoma City Kevin Durant. That's Golden State Warriors Kevin Durant. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I would say Lakers in 7 games. Because you guys you guys already had a tough time with LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love. And I get that they play modern day basketball, but goddamn, that's Shaq and Kobe. And you needed some big shots from Kevin Durant, who could take those shots with confidence, knowing damn well Bron wasn't gonna make them threes in the back, like coming back at him. But Kobe would. So yeah, let's say Lakers in 7 games against any of the Kevin Durant Warriors team, and we'll say the middle one. We'll say the 2001 LA Lakers.